EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from SoFi. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And this will wind up a Niners 1st down as he gets this up to the 42.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
He'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Edmonds. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. He gets this complete to Mitchell. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, 49ers.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A throw on the move is caught. A gain there of 11. First down, LA.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. So, on 4th down, the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, out to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. A hit, and he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On the zone read, here's Harris. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, L.A.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves...
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Now this time he'll set up to throw. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's second and 2. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. He'll get this out wide. And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all time, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Herbert. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The motion man here is Mitchell. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A run with Harris. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
That one on target to Moore. 14 on the pickup, and the Chargers have the first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert now on 1st down. Again, working deep downfield. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Room up the sideline at the 45. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
A carry now for Edmonds. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Catch into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Herbert on the bootleg. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Charger 1st down. They run it over center with Harris. And he'll get about 5. They'll give it to Harris again. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. That is down the field and caught. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down. On play action, now Herbert. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's Harris. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Big-time conversion there on 3rd down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
They'll run with Harris. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort.
And he'll take it on in. Rondale Moore. Touchdown Chargers. Dicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for. Getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. The 49ers out to punt this one. Important punt here in this tie game late. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Try the right side now with Harris. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Herbert. That's down the field for Higbee. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now, Herbert. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Moore going in motion. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going in the short game.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5. the gun. He'll throw. That's taken in. And he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. Back to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Oh, and he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Now Brown. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with Harris. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4th down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers.